I'm fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Are you a Muslim?
I am an ex-Muslim.
Oh, you're an ex-Muslim. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you call me before?
I called you before, yeah.
Oh.
I actually called because I have a question, if you don't mind.
All right, no problem. Go ahead.
So my brother is very devout and religious. And I asked him the question that I think everyone listening now has. I asked him why every time we go to the Sahih Bukhari and we find something bad, it happens that it's da'if, it's weak.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the following, and I want you to tell me what you know about this.
All right.
He said Al-Bukhari, his book, is like among the most authenticated, etc., etc. But then he has something called Mu'allaqat al-Bukhari, which is kind of like hadith that al-Bukhari couldn't, like, he did his best, but he couldn't authenticate 100%. So he left them in the book. So the future scholars would look at them and would try to authenticate them. They are called Mu'allaqat al-Bukhari. So I asked him, and like, how can we differentiate between the two, the Sahih and the Mu'allaq? He said the Mu'allaq is, you hear, like in the beginning it says, Balagana, etc., etc., like we heard, etc., etc. It doesn't have like a chain of narration. So what do you think of that?
Well, my friend, first of all, those are separated, as I know. Secondly, this is why they call them mu'allaqat, because they have alone, they by themselves. They are not in al-Bukhari no more, you know, or they are, you know, those are called hadith marfu', you know. Yeah. So those are it goes up to the Prophet, marfu'a ila nabi. So it goes all the way to the Prophet. And if the Muslims, if al-Bukhari himself, who is the biggest scholar, he could not deny them, yet he could not approve them 100%. That changed nothing except that those are hadiths exist, and none of them can deny it. Same time.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna end the call because I'm getting to the bus, but I'll keep listening to you.
All right.
Okay. I want the noise to like affect the other people.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah. You too. You know, claiming that there is hadith from al-Bukhari, but they are not in al-Bukhari no more. Those are not Bukhari no more. Those in the beginning, he have a section. He said that those are not confirmed like a billion time %, but we cannot deny them. Like as an example, there's a hadith from those hadith. Let me see if I can find it. In the one is published in the internet, in the website. Give me a second. We will see if we can find this one. You will notice that even the one, like, let's see if we can find it here. I'm not sure of this one. Yeah, I think this is a different one. Yeah. So anyway, it's not exist. You know, we cannot find it in al-Bukhari no more. The hadith I'm trying to find is not there. So a hadith which is considered from the mu'allaqat usually is taken off. However, I will help your brother to give you a different answer, because maybe your brother, he do not know even al-Bukhari never exists as a book. There's no book, it's called al-Bukhari. The Muslim, they call al-Bukhari as a book, but in fact he never ever had a book. So what is this in front of us? Those are claims from students of Al-Bukhari, claiming that Al-Bukhari, he said this. Now, who in the world can believe that a student can remember word by word what a person said? A teacher said. That is impossible, especially the book was not written in his time. So Al-Bukhari, same as Muslim, are not exist. There's no book, it's called Sahih Muslim. There's no book, it's called Sahih al-Bukhari. This is additional Muslim Sunni fantasy. And now they worship them and they follow them more than what they should follow. Because simply Muhammad, he left nothing. Nothing is trustworthy. However, if we go and take the most authentic hadith, is your brother going to accept it? He will not. The most agreed upon. As an example, where the sun set this hadith, and actually I have some Muslims, funny Muslims, who they decide to refute me, and they said, yes, this is the Prophet, the authentic hadith of the Prophet. They refuted you in this hadith. This is the hadith. According to Muhammad, the sun goes every day in a fixed course, every day run from the east to the west and sit under the throne of Allah. This is an extreme authentic hadith. This is not of those hadith your brother he mentioned. This is the core of the hadith. And this is mentioned in Al-Bukhari. And this is mentioned in other books. So where the sun goes every day? Goes from the east to the west to sit under the throne of Allah and then ask Allah permission to come back again. And Muhammad was explaining chapter 36 verse number 38. This is another very extremely authentic hadith. Do you know where the sun goes? They replied, Allah and his apostle knows best. The unholy prophet, he says, verily the sun glits till it's reached the resting place under the throne. Then it falls prostrate and remain there until it's asked, rise up and go to the place whence you came from. So this is the most authentic, but the most authentic proved Muhammad to be false prophet. So if I go with this, I think this gentleman, he called us before and he left Islam live on air. But look at this. They find a way to escape Al-Bukhari by saying there is some hadith of Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari himself, he says he cannot, he cannot prove to be authentic. But those are not in Al-Bukhari no more. This is why they are in different section. This is why they have different name. Now we are talking about hadith which is authentic according to all Muslims. Can they escape it? How you can escape this? This is the authentic one. TK Hamza saying CP is ignoring. My friend, you are just a kid. I mean, if you are a man, just call me. Huh? Mr. Hamza, if you call me, nobody can ignore you, my friend. Everybody here will hear your voice. and they will hear your knowledge, which is astonishing. Mr. Hamza, do the sun goes every day from point A to point B? Huh? Does it? Or your prophet is fabricating an additional lie? Who is a brave Muslim can agree with his prophet, explain the Quran, where the Quran says, and the sun run its own course? Anyone? Hey, Patrick, my friend, I might block you because you're asking the same question 1,000 times, my friend. Did we finish the topic? Patrick, my friend. You see, guys, I said, when we have a topic, I said, people, they send me message in Patreon saying, can you talk about this? Okay. But we have a topic. Let me finish the topic and then ask me the question. I say, okay, guys, who have a question? Then you can give me the question. But don't you see we are speaking to the Muslims? I mean, is your question, is it dead or live now? Do we need to take somebody to the like a special care unit? Your question have to be answered immediately? Just think and don't be selfish. Everybody have a question. If we have a topic, we finish, we say who have a question, then nobody ask any question. TK Hamza saying, CP is scared to debate in public. My friend, if I'm debating behind the computer and you are doing poo-poo on your pant, who is in public will show up? If I am in the computer and yet you don't dare to call me, are you going to come and debate me in public? And somebody told you that this is not public? People around the world listening. What public? You want me to go to the street to do what? People will laugh at me. Start talking to me about Muhammad? Going after people, bothering them. Hey guys, what do you think to talk about Islam? Here we go. People who like to hear the topic, they come. I'm not harassing people in the street, going after them. What do you want me to go in front of the mosque and say, hey, Abdul, come here. Abdul, come here, come here. You're a prophet. He said the sun set in murky water. Hello. The Muslim, they will say he's harassing us. We know you. You cry for causing you miscarriage even though you don't have a baby. Do we have any brave Muslim would like to call us? Anyone? And when we call the one you called him hero, like Mimi Hijab, he hang up on me 7 times. He did not let me ask any question. Did you say that? Yes, I was quoting your faith, the prophet. Hang up on him. Bastard, bastard.